Hi everybody! Today I'm going to show you how to draw a cute fox step by step. So, to begin with the basic shapes, I'm going to start by drawing a circle. Just a small circle for the head. And I'm going to try to make this a wide circle, but not very big. Just like this. So that's going to be for the head of the fox. And now I'm going to draw another circle for the chest. I'm going to draw just another circle for the puffed out chest of this fox. It's not going to be much bigger than the head circle. It might even be slightly smaller. Like that. Then I'm going to add another circle for the end, the rear end of this fox. So, once I finish drawing all these circles, then I'll start by adding or connecting these together. Adding lines to have these connected together. So like this, I had like almost a straight line. Showing so straight line like that, and then this curves in, and then it curves out. This part's going to be the puffed up chest. And now I'm going to add the legs. So right here I can draw an oval. And then add two lines coming from that oval. Just like that. Then another oval, thinner this time. And then one line coming from that oval. And then I can trace the oval like this. Just like that. And I'm going to make this a bit more curved. And then I'm not going to trace the other oval yet, but I'm going to add the other leg. It's going to be a circle again, and then I'm going to add a small little part for the hair. Kind of like follow that circle. Just follow the circle you drew, but not all the way. Just right here. Like that. Then I can trace this. So I'm gonna add a curve. Make it curve around and back down. Then I'm going to add the fur for the chest. So I can erase this, all these. And then I can add some fur, which is going to be kind of like a triangle. Some tufts of fur like that. And I'm gonna add one more tuft of fur and then go back in. I'm gonna erase that because that's a guideline. I didn't want to exactly do it at this moment, just for a guideline, so then I can trace this back in. So then we can copy that after. So trace it up till about here. And then I'll trace what I drew. Just tracing the thing that I erased. Or just making it a bit more puffed out. Like that. I'm going to make this go in a bit more. Just like this. And I'm going to add some fur right here, like at the top part of the leg. Then erase this part. And then I can add a curve to this, so I can erase this top part. Add a curve almost parallel with the other leg. Now I can add the tail. So I'm going to add a curve like that. And from that curve, I'm going to curve in, out. And then curve back in. Just like that. Now I can add the details to this. I can retrace what I drew. And then I can add just a bit of fur. And I'm also going to erase just a bit of this so that I don't overlap. And then just right here, I can add a big tuft of fur and then continue on. And then I can add a few more tufts of fur. Just a few more. And then right here, I'm going to add a smaller tuft of fur. Then from here, I'm going to add this, the fur separation. The orange fur when it separates from the white fur. Just like that. And then I can start by drawing the head. So I can add cross lines like that. So from here, the snout can go like this. So I can add a curved line from here. Then it starts going up to the top of the snout. and it's going to be a small snout. And from there, I'll curve back in. So now I'm going to make it darker. A bit taller. Tiny bit. Okay. So now I can make it darker. Just leaving some room for the nose. And then I can continue by adding the nose and shading it. Then I'm going to raise this part. I'm going to add a nice curved line that goes up. And then I can just make it a bit more puffed out. Just puff it out. And then I can add the top part of the head. Just then curve this. And then I'm gonna go over and add smooth curves. And I'm gonna add a nice smile. Top cap it off. And I can add the eye. Starting here, so I can trace this, and this is going to be like the white outside of the eye, and then can add the inside, which is going to be just like this. And then I'm going to add eyelashes. And I'm going to curve this. And then add the pupil, iris, just like that. And then I'm going to shade that in. I'm going to stretch this eye just a bit farther down. Stretch this a bit farther down. Just like that. And then I can darken this as for the eyebrow. Then curve this. Just make it a nice curve. That should be good. As the eye. Then, last thing is I'm going to redraw this, just tracing the same thing. Like that. Then I'm going to curve this part. I can add the ears. So I can add these nice big ears, just like this. So I'm gonna make this dip down a bit lower. Then I can add the other ear, so you won't see much of the other ear, just the front part. Then I'm going to add the tufts of fur on the side, just like this. Then I can add the last two tufts of fur where it curves in. Then I'm going to make this go a bit lower. Just teensy bit lower. Just like that. Then I'm going to erase all those lines that I erased. Make sure that I have a good erase. Then I'm gonna add that smile. Cap it off with a small, just a very small line. Then I'm gonna add the inside of the ears. Like this. Yeah, for both of them. Then I'm gonna add the black part. Just like that. And now I'm going to lower this. Like this. Going to lower it very carefully so then I don't mess it up. So this should be good. And then I'm gonna fix this. Not much though. Just like this. Going to erase a few eyelashes. Don't want too many eyelashes. And I'm going to erase the eye to make it the finer details. Gonna trace it though. And I'm gonna retrace everything, just add fewer eyelashes. Like that. I'm going to color it very lightly, just shade that. And then I'm gonna raise this part very just slightly. And then I'm going to erase everything that on like the baselines, guidelines, everything like that. So then I can start coloring. And one last thing, I'm going to add the bottom belly and the white part around the snout. So it starts on the nose, curves lower, and then has two outward curves. I'll go with some tufts of fur. And then also down here it has part of that. like that. I'm gonna make it slower. And now I can begin coloring. Before I begin coloring, I would like to show you what I'm going to use. Oh, and one last thing before I forget. I'm going to erase this back part. The back part that I accidentally drew. And also the line, the circle line back here. Because I'm going to be tracing outside. That. And then it has a finer line. And now I'm going to show you the 5 colored pencils I'd be using. So I'll be using black to trace out the fox and color the nose, the eyes, and the ears, and all the shadows. And then I'll be using 2 oranges to color the fox's fur. I'll be using a white for the highlights and the white tufts of fur. And I'll be using a pink for the inside of the ear. So now I will begin coloring. Okay, I have finished coloring this cute fox. And I have also finished drawing this cute fox. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I'll see you soon. Bye!